Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Operating from the gun, Hunt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on 1st down. Vernon. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. They run the counter. Gibson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter. Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Vernon. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run with Gibson.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
One more time with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they?
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A handoff to Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Joe Mixon,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. They run up and send this one away.
and here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Vernon slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Vernon. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They've got talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Vernon eluding the pressure right.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play action. Vernon. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. On first down, Hunt. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Hunt going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Vernon slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Vernon. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Gibson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Gibson again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Vernon.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Vernon.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Back to throw. Vernon. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Hunt looking here for Smith downfield.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hunt.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young
able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Back to throw. Hunt. Flushed out right. And he will slide down with a good gain. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hunt going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Off the play fake. Vernon under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Vernon flush to his right.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hunt. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Hunt firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hunt. Touchdown, Eagles! Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year, and the Eagles have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Off play action. Vernon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced. This one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing
for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little... and it can... to their words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play.